Hello and welcome back to Hof Bergmann. Right, so in this episode we're going to be doing a few little odd jobs that I really want to do. Got quite a lot of things lying around that needs to be put back in its place. There's also a lot of equipment that needs cleaning off. It's kind of been used now and you can see that it's picking up a lot of dirt, so we're going to be doing that. Also, I've brought back the trailer, as you can see, from the mill that we were processing some whole grain in. I filled it up as much as I could. But I think that it's probably better if I bring this back and we use it when we're selling the rye in a minute. The main reason for that is as well, I think the other hopper that comes with the map itself, like the hopper trailer that you can attach the hose to, is going to be perfect for when we put the whole grain into this universal silo that's over there. So we're going to be using that to do that today as well. We're going to get hopefully all the whole grain processed and put into there, and then pretty much all we need then is the root crop that we're doing, so the sugar beets, but we need to figure out what we're going to lease out for that still. So yeah, we're going to generate a bit of money today as well. Like I said, we're going to sell the rye. There is the straw still sitting in field 5 from the wheat harvest we did. Hopefully I can get that done and sell that too. We want to sell all them bales. I've only got a round baler, so it's going to have to be a round bale format, but it's not a problem at all. And also at some point I probably need to start feeding the animals to get into that point again where they need some feed, some water, a few little bits and bobs. Not going to take long at all, but it definitely needs doing. And then also we've got the wheat that we dumped over by the bagging machine that we need to bag off into chicken feed. Start stocking that up over there. So there's obviously some little odd jobs you could say that need doing, but they are important. Now I've got the harvester as well just on the other side of this building here, and he's parking up and cleaning off. Yeah, and then we need to figure out, like I said, about the root crop as well, what we're going to lease out. Hopefully I'm aiming at paying back about £100,000 today to the loan, because we really need to chip away at that. That has been the intention now for probably 2 episodes, but I did want to kind of get in all the money. If I haven't done the straw, or if I haven't sold it, I'll still try and chip off 100,000. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the shop and I'm going to sell the creamer. So we're going to sell this front loader creamer. The main reason for that is the attachment on the front is actually for skid steers. So if you want a big bucket, it's pretty much impossible unless you modify it. I don't actually know why it's a skid steer attachment, but it is. So, you know, as you probably know, all the bucket sizes are pretty small for that. So I think I'm going to sell it, and we're going to try and get a probably cheaper, depending on how much we get, I don't even know, but some kind of probably modded telehandler that's a little bit cheaper, and we'll be able to get a bigger bucket then, which will make our life easier on the farm, because for cleaning out, or we need to dump any manure into a spreader if we get one, or anything like that, or even when we're making the bags now, we can actually get a bigger bucket if we have a telehandler. I have got that modified bucket for the front loader, which is 3,000 litres, but I know that there is a bucket I've got for 12,000 litres actually for telehandler that I use on Sandy Bay, so if we need a bigger one we can always use that. So we're going to sell this, see how much we get for it, and like I said, I'd like to pay off £100,000 of the loan, and probably if I can have around 50,000 left, that'd be perfect. It really just depends how much I'm going to get for this. Also, I've sold the 3 attachments that I had for this, so the bucket and the pallet fork, and also the big bag lifter, which we do need to get one of, probably for the telehandler itself. So I have sold them, and we got around 2,500 for them. Alright, so this is 59,000, which isn't bad really. So we'll sell that. It's not bad at all. And then we'll go speak to the lady that always likes saying hello to me.
Hello.
Hello. Right, so if we just go over to telehandlers, we can probably get a nice JCB one, that's it. 44,000, so we're actually going to make a little bit of profit on this, and I do like this one, the Load All Farm Special. I think it's a nice mod. I think it suits the farmer well as well. It's not too big, and it'll do the job what we want. Now, I do think that my attachments, I haven't got many of the mods enabled right now for this, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get a bucket like that. Bucket there is 2,640, which is actually smaller than the one that I've got on the front loader, so there's no point in that. I know the big bucket that I modified is there, but I think that's too big right now. So I think I'm going to have to enable some mods before I actually buy the bucket. But we do need a bag mount, and I think this one will come in use, because we're making some chicken feed. We can pick 2 up at a time. And I think we'll get that. There we go. Not bad at all. and we've now got a little bit more money than what we did at the start, so can't complain. There we go. Also, I quickly just want to show you something. I don't know if you've noticed, you probably haven't yet. So a mod came out today on Mod Hub that was actually really cool. It's probably really useful for my roleplay series, which is when you're in the cab, it defaults all the time to front view, so if I get out now, you turn back in at the exact same position I was looking, which was to the left hand side. So if I get back in now, it'll reset to the front, which is obviously more realistic. And also, as well, which is going to be really useful when I've got a trailer on and I'm trying to reverse, especially my roleplay. And if I look left now, you'll notice that I start moving over to my left hand shoulder, which is actually really good, and you don't have to press any extra buttons, it'll just do it. Same with the right, so he kind of moves over his right shoulder just a little bit. You know how it would be in real life, you're trying to reverse, you look back, you're going to just look over your shoulder, gives you that better view from the side. So I do like that, I think that's really good. And I do like this telehandler, I think this is a good idea. The only problem with this telehandler is it goes 12 miles an hour. So look at the reach. So it's not the biggest, but it'll go high, so there's plenty for what we need. Yeah, definitely happy with that purchase. Right, so on this very long, slow journey back to the farm, I had a lot of time to think, and I thought, I didn't buy a bale fork. Something I should buy, definitely. But oh well, it is what it is. At least we know we need to buy it for this, because it'll actually be really useful to getting some bales. It's probably going to be easy with a single one when it's in there. Right, so I've just actually had a thought. So you can't actually buy the bag lifter that comes originally that I've already sold and change it so it's suitable for a telehandler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this, I'm going to store deliver it to where I am now, and then we'll sell the one that we've got right now. I think it makes more sense. So we'll just put that down, reverse out, if it lets me, there we go. And we'll drop this. Set store delivery, so just here. There we go, and not that one. There we go. Change that to black, and then we'll go to JCB. There we go. And then we want to sell the one that we just bought. Alright, so we'll sell that. It actually costs more anyway, so it's worked out better. And it matches now, colour-wise. There we go. Right, so I'm going to try and get as much done as I can. It's just obviously I don't want the videos to go too long. It is really difficult to try and keep them in between 30 minutes long, which is what I like to do when I'm recording in 4K. Let me see if I can dump this somewhere over here. I don't think I can actually do it. And if it means I can't, I'm going to have to scoop it into the hopper. I don't think I can, there's no way of doing it, so I'm going to have to dump it here. But what we'll go and do first, get it out of the way, is we'll go and sell the rye. Because it needs to be done. Compost is still obviously fermented, so we can't do any of them bales yet. It's going to take a few trips to do this. Let's quickly have a look at the prices. See what the best price for rye is. Right, so right now, grain mill 805, 824 at the land market. So it looks like we're going to the land market. So the land market is the one that's just by where I placed the fertiliser, which we still need to do at some point as well. That's another thing we need to do. So we'll go to there and we'll sell it there. It makes more sense. Right, so what I'll do is I'll put this on a quick time lapse with a bit of music on. And what I'll sell 3 trail loads, and that should just about do it. Right, so I just got 70,000 for that. That's pretty good going. We're sitting nice now at 215. As you can see, 390,000 is quite a big loan. And it's taking off 666 pounds every day. So if we can take off now and go to 290. There we go. So now we're at 290. So we've taken £100,000 off the loan. That's really good going. So I've had a thought then. So I'm thinking of selling these 2 trailers, and I figured out that if I do, I'll get around 30,000. The main reason I want to do that is because I've pretty much got one at 20 odd thousand, and then another one here at about 8. And it comes in just around 30,000 litres. If I can get one trailer at 30,000 litres, or maybe a little bit more, for around the same price as selling these 2, I think that would just make more sense. So I think I'm going to buy this one here. So this will hold 33,850 litres. So let's just say 34,000 litres. So that's obviously more than the capacity of them other 2. And it's around 30,000. So I think it just makes more sense. And it's actually a really nice trailer. I've put the German reg plate, as you can see at the back on it as well, to try and fit in with the map. So I think we'll do that. And then what we need to do is obviously go and sell these. Right, so there you go. The Fieldmaster trailer. Nice trailer. Really nice trailer, in fact. Great mod. Dead happy with that. It's a much better trailer than what we had, so and it just saves us carting around 2 trailers at a time when we can just get a bigger one. Also in this episode we've done actually really well. We've paid off £100,000 of the loan. We've bought a new trailer. We've also bought a new telehandler that's obviously better suited to our farm. Right, so what I'm going to do now quickly is I'm just going to pull this up about here. I'm going to get into the front loader. I'm quickly going to put the whole grain into it, and then we'll start pumping it into the silo, ready for when we do get some more of its processed, which we're going to need that trailer for anyway. So let's see where we can put this. Probably want to set it up first, actually. That might be a better idea. Right, let's do that first and just see how far away we're off. Shouldn't be too far away, to be honest. And that's just spot on. Let's open the cover. We'll turn that off. Now my only issue with this actual hopper trailer is how many trips you think it's going to take from the mill. It might take quite a few. Because it looks like it only holds 8,000 litres and that isn't much at all. Right, so anyway, let's change it to emptying. We should be able to start emptying it. And that's changed to whole grain. So it's going to take a while, it really is. I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to just leave this hooked up like this. And maybe... Yeah, I've got an idea actually. I think we'll leave it hooked up. We'll get the trailer that we just bought, we'll fill it up with the whole grain, dump it in here, and then we'll get that conveyor belt over there, we'll attach it so it just keeps filling into here as it's pumping out. I think that might be a good idea. Definitely. I think it makes more sense to do that. We're going to be doing a hell of a lot of trips if we don't. 8,000 litres, it's going to be a long process. Right, so I've just had a thought. It's actually a really good, important thought. Is if I use the front loader and the attachment, it won't actually reach up to the top to filling up the bagging machine. Now, I don't know if you can actually adjust this to bring it down. I don't think you can. Right, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to buy the bucket, the big one. It is a bit overkill. And also, it might actually tip the front loader, so we probably don't want to fill it too much, but I think it's going to have to be done. So let's change it JCB colours. I have set the store delivery up, so it should just go here, and then the only difficult thing is now we've got to keep changing attachments when we want to go and drop off the bag. And then obviously fill it up again, but hopefully with it being a 12,000 litre bucket we don't need to fill it up too many times. I just hope that it doesn't tip the telehandler, but I'm pretty certain it will. Massive bucket, massive. Yep. So let's just empty some out. I want to find out how much it can probably take. If we try and aim for about 6,000 off the bucket, hopefully that should be enough without making it tip. Fingers crossed anyway. I do wish they made the bagging machine a little bit smaller because it's not suitable for front loaders. It really isn't. think it just means we're going to have to go a little bit smaller than what we intended to do originally. 4,000 litres, we'll do that. You can't complain with that. It's like one bale. Right, so it's definitely full up anyway. Right, so let's take this big bag off and should make another one. I do like this though, this is pretty cool. Saves a lot of time and you can make your own chicken feed, and it was quite expensive. Especially when you get the meat chickens. I mean, they consume so much chicken feed. They really do. I just quickly want to give a shout out to DJ Davey J. Great name by the way. Yeah, he asked for a shout out, so there you go mate. Thanks for watching and also thanks for subscribing. Doing well though, we've processed quite a lot of that. And like I said, it isn't cheap, it's quite expensive, and the same with the pig food. Right, so this one here, I'm going to give to the actual ducks, and then I'll let it produce like the last one here. I definitely do believe though it would be an excellent idea if you could sell these and make this yourself. Same with the pig food, you know, make a bit of money that way. I'm not going to be able to get there. Do they even need any food? I don't think they do. But at least it's there, ready for when they do. We also need to move this out of the way at some point. That was for the chickens that eventually perished. It's already got dirty, this has. Oh well, it's not as bad as the other ones. Should be alright still. Right, so let's get this electric beast of a thing and put it in place. And hopefully this will work. Here's hoping. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm hoping. Just trying to think where to put it. We'll put it down the side until we obviously put the whole grain in there. Right, so I've sped up time, but the worst possible thing's just gone and happened. So we've had some bad luck. It's rained. I should have checked the actual forecast, but it has rained. Which means one thing, that straw is now wasting away in that field. So we've just damaged ourselves and a bit of income from the farm. Hopefully there'll be some left, but if not, it happens, bad luck, hey ho. Right, so we've processed 17,000, there's still quite a lot to process, it does take quite a while. So what we'll do is we'll just fill up now. Surprised that's going in there, but it is. Yeah, we'll just fill up now. Take it back and start this, and then we'll have a look at the fields and see how much straw has actually disappeared. Hopefully it's not too bad. So it's definitely not a quick process for the whole grain. It does take quite a while for it to process in the mill. I just can't believe it rained. Didn't get any warning at all. It's not like the thing came up and said it's going to rain in a minute. It just was pretty much raining. So yeah, that's a bit of bad luck. Right, so we don't want it to be too far away. We want to make sure we still have enough room. So I'm thinking just to dump it as close as I can to that. So I think that should just be fine there, hopefully. Now we need to try and get out, which we should be able to do. We'll just park this up here. Right, there you go. Right, so it's completely filled up the silo. Actually really good, really good. So we got a lot of whole grain in there now. We just need to get some sugar beet to go with it. But I'm happy that I've done it that way. It saves a lot of time. It's a pretty good idea. Right, so there's just a few little bits of odd jobs that we're going to have to do. Obviously we need to finish off the bagging. The chicken feed, I'll do that off camera, and I'll probably put everything away where it's supposed to be and clean off the tractors quickly. I'm just going to have a look at the field to see the state of the straw. I expect that I'll have some of it left, but probably not all of it. I mean, it will rot, especially overnight if it's been raining. Well, that is a disappointment. So we've pretty much lost all the straw. Can you believe it? Well, one good thing is that I didn't need straw, I was just going to make money from it, but yeah, we've lost a lot. We've lost a hell of a lot. I didn't expect to lose that much, but we have. Just a little pile every now and again where you can see that I've stopped the harvester when it was full. Well, that'll definitely teach me to make sure to look at the weather forecast if I've got straw in the field before I start speeding up time. So it's been a good day. We've bought some good equipment we needed. We've done quite a lot of chicken feed, which was good. We've also got the whole grain processed and put it in the silo, which again is good. We just ended pretty much on a bad note there. We lost all the straw, which was bad luck. So I'll be doing some little jobs off camera, like I'll finish off chicken feed, I'll bag that up. I'll obviously feed the animals because they need that sorting now. I'll clean up some of the equipment and park it away where it needs to be. But I'm going to leave the video there. So as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that every time. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on Farming Simulator. See ya.